Hello, hello, Josie here. Are you ready for the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? And are you sure? Okay, here we go. So once again, this is late night reads or late night chat with Josie. I guess you could call it a read as well too. But here we go. I just listened to Dr. Dre Chronic Snippet with Eddie Griffin from 2001. If you haven't heard it, give it a listen. That was actually the first hotels type of information. Jasmine Sullivan put out that album Hotels, and she had snippets throughout the album that were talking about women's journeys and their experiences with, men and relationships and, just how they did certain things. And basically speaking on what Eddie Griffin was talking about in the snippet on Dr. Dre's Chronic album. It's the same thing. He was telling the truth. I'm going to give you a short little breakdown of what Eddie Griffin said on that snippet. And even he said he didn't recall, basically he went into the booth and just started talking. And it just came out. And it was the truth. He basically said that he didn't recall, the experience. It's like he blacked out. He blacked out. I don't know if he had been drinking. I don't know if he had been smoking weed or what. I don't know. But I saw him talk about that snippet because it got a lot of traction, got a lot of play. And it was telling the truth at a time where it was starting to ramp up, that kind of behavior. I'm going to share with you, what he basically said. He said, the stereotype, the belief amongst a lot of individuals, especially in the black community, is the black man is a pimp. But he's basically telling you, no, the biggest pimp, not just in the black community, but in the entire world, is her mother. Basically saying that the mother that raised the daughter raised her to be, in short, deceiving, manipulative, and a whore. He's basically saying that it was her mother that told her to prostitute her body to men, to spread her legs for men, to get what she wants, and how to trap a man that she wants or desires. And how they will entertain and hook up with men that are already attached or married, thinking that they're going to pull that man away from his wife or his current girlfriend or whomever he's attached to, believing that her pussy is better than the one that he's with because she was able to pull him away to enjoy her gape. I borrowed that album years ago from someone that I called a friend, Jeremy. And when I heard that snippet play on my CD player in my Pontiac Bonneville, I understood what a lot of my so-called peers would be facing and or up against years down the road, and or shortly after graduating from high school. There were guys that I went to school with that had girlfriends for the majority of high school, and come senior year, close to graduation, a lot of them would end up breaking up with their girlfriends, intentionally breaking up with them. They'd break up with their girlfriends because they knew that they were going to university. They knew that they were going to be advancing, and they were not going to be able to sustain their relationship going away to a university, knowing that when they went away to university they were going to meet new people and more than likely come across another person that they were interested in. There was a kid that I went to school with named Ted, and Ted got his girlfriend that was, I believe, 2 years younger than him, got her pregnant. They have 5 kids together. Last time I checked, 5 kids. I believe they're still together. Actually, they may be divorced. I don't know, but 5 kids together. Had his first kid as like a junior or senior in high school. He's a good-looking guy too. Very attractive, very good-looking. I don't know about now, but I have a feeling that he probably still has some looks about him, you know? And I'm curious if somebody was able to pull him away from her. I don't know. Maybe. One thing that a woman knows is that a man can get bored with someone that he's been with for a long time, and that the chances of her catching his attention and being able to engage with him sexually is pretty high, especially if he's not getting what he desires at home, if the sex is boring and or non-existent. I mean, nowadays, these women are playing so many games and using so many tricks to hang on to their men. It's damn near scary. I'd be scared to get together and or hook up with a man that is married or attached to anybody, because that woman in their life knows everything about them, has trackers on everything, going through his phone, checking his wallet, so on and so forth, like making sure like he can't do anything, he can't engage with anybody else. But I tell you this, when a man wants to, he will find a way. Just like when a woman or a female wants to cheat and or play around, she finds a way. You know, she finds a way to make it happen. Games people play, night or day, it's just not matching what they should do. Shout out the Spinners for that song. they gave y'all a lot. The Spinners gave y'all a lot, gave us a lot of helpful information. A lot of truth in their music. Oh my goodness. I guess that's it for this topic. I don't like talking about it because even then, like I said, I could see like, oh my goodness, this is dangerous. This is very dangerous. This was 2001. And what he said in that snippet opened my eyes all the way up to realizing that a lot of girls, a lot of women are engaging in that type of behavior, and it's only going to get worse. I saw it then. With the internet boom, like I talked about in another video, I mean, it really started to progress and get worse. I mean, it went from, because in Eddie Griffin's snippet, he was basically saying, you know, these girls, these women are walking through the neighborhood. They stopped walking in the neighborhood and they started going online to find these men, these married men, these attached men. And it was a hell of a lot easier for them to find them online as well as engage and promoting certain content of theirs, pictures, videos, to further stimulate them. So it went from just walking the street, in shorts or jeans or a skirt or whatever, to now going online and showing their full body naked to these men to entice them, to engage with them. Not giving a damn if he's married or attached to somebody else. And then if they find someone that is, loaded, has money, has prestige and power, boom, they reeled them in a big one. The next thing you know, 9 months later, she's having his baby. One that he didn't want nor plan on, but she planned on it. It's nasty behavior. I'll leave it at that.